testicle, and I'm far too like I'm just gonna ignore it because like
actually,
it'll go away. Like it will if I ignore it. Like it's not on the ball. It's in the sack. Like if I ignore it, it'll just disappear.
I don't.
Like that's not cancer at that point. It has to be on the testicle for it to be cancer, right?
No.
Here, give it a quick feel.
Yeah, so it's just like a warm up my hands. Don't want to give you a fright.
That's a good idea. You're very thoughtful, very considerate.
Then just grab it and yank it.
Just give it a quick cup there. Mind the hair.
I'm okay with hair.
Do you feel it?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I'm not gonna say it is.
Ow!
I'm not gonna say it is or isn't.
You just popped it. See, that's it gone. It's the problem solved. I'll be alright. I'll live.
Yeah, you're fine. Nobody's died.
Hello, welcome to the Hedges Podcast, episode 2.
Yes.
I'm Kahar.
I'm Michael.
Going back through the episode last week when I was editing it, we talked just all about video games.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. That's not what this podcast is going to be. It's just us going to be talking about shit we like.
Yeah.
So today we're just going to, we're going to try and just talk about whatever, but like we'll avoid video games.
Yeah.
Just entirely. So Halo's being shown tomorrow.
We're not talking about games.
Unless
you want to talk about games. I hope so too, but it's nerve-wracking that they haven't shown anything.
They haven't. It was announced 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I doubt it's coming out at the end of the year now, but like it was announced to come out in November of 2020.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. Definitely not.
And if
we haven't seen any of it.
But if it did happen, that's a red flag.
Fucking Halo 5 had its beta like a full year before it came out. Do you remember that? The multiplayer beta was like December 2014 or some shit like that. It was a long time before the game came out, you know?
This one, they were just like, it's happening.
It's happening.
When did they drop? They dropped a trailer, and it was like the old Halo music and
yeah, like, that was the E3 trailer from last year.
That was fuck me, like
that was over a year ago.
Yeah, like they're pulling on nostalgia and stuff, but like
it got me. I'm not gonna lie, it got me.
But I think it got everybody. I think everybody who watched it and like likes the older Halo games.
Yeah, because I think when that teaser trailer, like the very first one happened, everyone was like, fuck that.
No. But again, that's why it's also a bit nerve-wracking that, one, they try to pull on nostalgia, then they don't even mention it. The name's not brought up.
Oh, fuck. Did someone, like, really important in the team not fucking leave as well? Like, the creative director or some shit left?
Did they?
Yeah, I think I remember something like that happening.
Fuck.
I don't know what this game's even going to be. Like, they're not even calling it 6.
Yeah, what is that about?
What does that mean? Does that mean they're going to ignore 4 and 5?
Maybe it's...
Instead of, like, fucking finishing the bullshit that they started?
Maybe it's Halo 8, because you know the Infinity's you just skip 6 and 7.
Halo Wars was 6 and 7 all along.
That's what it was. Oh, okay. But like, I wonder if it's going to keep the gameplay of Halo 5 with the... Because Halo 5...
Oh, with the AI co-op?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope not. Because the Halo games always had co-op in the campaigns anyway. You don't have to like give a story reason for there being 2 Master Chiefs. I don't care. Just let it be 2 Master Chiefs.
That and like, because you present a character and you heavily try to portray him as he's as cool and as badass as Master Chief in the world.
Oh yeah.
The audience is not gonna fucking feel it.
At the start of Halo 2 Anniversary, he's in it.
No.
The very start of Halo the Anniversary version of Halo 2 is him talking to the Arbiter. Like, this, I think it's supposed to be during the events of Halo 5, and then it sort of like sets up Halo 2 as a flashback, like it's the Arbiter telling the story.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the Arbiter was in 5, but
he's there.
I assumed he died.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, okay.
But wait, was this added in after, like, into the anniversary, or was this...
Oh, it's only if you like play out in the anniversary graphics. You know, it's a one of them new animated cutscenes.
Yeah.
It plays at the very start of the game.
Well, that doesn't count.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't
Like
count.
he's there, but like they stitched him in.
But that means he's in 5.
Yeah.
At some point.
But fuck. It's just.
Did they have anything else other than Infinite?
Well, see, they bought all those studios, right?
Yeah, they bought Ninja Theory. Oh yeah, they've Hellblade too.
Oh, but see, any of those games, I wouldn't expect them for.
No,
like they bought a bunch
while,
of studios, but they're not going to release anything for another couple of years anyway.
I fucking Ninja Theory came out with that player versus player, like it was like a hack and slash multiplayer game. I can't remember what it was called.
I'm just thinking of For Honor, but that wasn't them.
No, it was like more like Borderlandsy look.
See, there's so many like that.
I know.
It's hard to.
No one's played it. No one's playing it.
I wonder why. I feel like those types of games, that trend is somewhat dying.
Especially ones you have to fucking pay for.
Oh yeah, fuck that shit.
Like, Drawn to Death was an interesting one on the PS4, but it was like £20.
No,
it's
not
like
worth it.
I have to pay for the online to be able to play the fucking thing.
Even at that, it was fun for a while, but it wasn't. The gameplay wasn't worth £20.
Yeah, like the gameplay loop in a lot of these games are very weak. Like you play a few matches and you're like, oh, this is all there is, and there's not a lot of strategies to work on. Like the maps don't offer like a opportunity to experiment.
No, I'm talking about Drawn to Death. Once you played it for like 5 hours or so, that's it. You've played it.
You played it. You've seen everything.
Maybe
not even 5 hours.
No, literally, because I can't remember. I don't know if there was a bunch of different maps, but like I remember in matchmaking, it was near enough the same 2 that always came up, and I was like,
oh yeah, I don't remember the maps. Give us a new Twisted Metal.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Or at least like remaster the PS3 one.
That'd be fucking sick.
We're talking about video games again.
I know. I know.
It's not my fault. I'm playing a lot of them.
Yeah.
Blame China and their virus.
China. They got everyone infected. Like they sent it through computers. Did you see?
I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to like say shit like that and be serious about it.
But also like, no, I can't mind. I was gonna say. Can't mind. I was gonna say something about China.
Did you hear about? I don't think cinemas are open again yet.
No, but I think they're like gearing towards them opening.
Yeah, but like, there's no films coming out. Like Tenet was coming out, but now it's been delayed. I haven't checked to like how far back it's getting delayed.
Yeah.
But it's delayed. I know that much.
I
know a lot of cinema chains were kind of banking on that.
Yeah.
As like the big film to get people, to get asses in seats.
Mm-hmm.
I think New Mutants is still coming, but I feel like that's only being like, I feel like that'll get like a week-long release.
Oh yeah, that's not
because
long.
It having a cinema release. Yeah, New Mutants. The only reason that hasn't been just slapped on a streaming service is because it's part of the contract that it has to be shown in cinemas. In some capacity. Like it could literally be shown for like one screening.
What do you call it? You know for a fact Disney are fucking rolling their eyes, being like, they don't want to do it.
Yeah, no, it'll be released in one cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only cinema that's open, it'll be released there for a day, and that'll be it.
But you know for a fact, once it's released, once that, like, say they did release it for one day, after like 2 weeks it'd be on Disney Plus.
It's getting chucked onto HBO Max. Some weird freaking.
For fuck's sake.
Even then, it's not fucking too adult, isn't it? It's a
know.
horror film.
I know how, but like
that's not going to be on Disney Plus.
But Disney Plus has got Dumbo on, and that's pretty scary.
Disney Plus censored the Goofy movie. If they can't handle the Goofy movie, then I don't think they're going to be able to handle a PG-13
all
horror
I'm
film.
saying is Goofy got a lot of ass to handle, okay? He a thick boy.
I think it was titties that was censored.
Titties.
Something to do with titties.
They're pretty similar, aren't they? They kind of do the same thing, don't they?
They're dogs, aren't they? Shouldn't they have like 6 of them? Let's not get into the logistics of Goofy.
We're not gonna. talk about the anatomy of fucking Goofy.
Have you seen that film?
Yeah.
Recently, the Goofy
not
movie?
recently, but like I've definitely images. Goofy has not had sex.
This isn't where I was bringing the conversation, but
I
yeah.
know, but it's just the fact that like, and they present that he has a teenage kid. He's never had sex.
He's had sex. He just hasn't done it right.
Could you imagine? Oh, sorry about that. Whoopsie, that's in the wrong place.
What's this condom shit you're talking about? That's against our Lord, our Savior.
Oh, one time I tried to use it, I nearly choked to death.
I'm not putting a balloon on my penis.
If he's the type of person, he like
opens it up and starts like
trying to blow it up so that he can like pop it on. He's like, I just can't fit my balls in there.
Gorge is too small for the whole balls. Jesus said this is a sin.
At what point were you gonna make?
I was just gonna say that film's weird, and now it's normal compared to the conversation we just had.
I mean, is that not basically what the film's about?
No,
I think it is. Goofy's horny. His kid's horny. That's what it's all about.
His kid's horny. He's not horny.
Goofy
just wants to fucking fish. That's all the film is about. I'm gonna take my son Max and we're gonna go fishing. But then Max is like, I just want the piss.
That's all he wants. But he's a dog.
I just want to smash.
He's a dog, so he shouldn't want puss.
There's exceptions.
Oh yeah, I know. But I'd actually be interested in watching it again, just for the sheer. Who and why was this made?
It's not considered a Disney classic.
No, I know, but like, when you watch it...
But it has a cinema release. Like, what do they count as a classic and not? Because, like, the fucking Recess film had a cinema release, I'm pretty sure. Didn't it?
I think it did.
I think it did.
Why
is that not a classic? That. The Goofy movie definitely
That's a classic. Right, no, too many people have seen it, and too many people talk about the Goofy movie and memes and shit. It's a classic.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Fucking the Tigger movie, that was in the cinema.
Yeah.
Why is that not a classic?
I don't know.
Like, it's definitely nothing to do with quality, because fucking Wreck-It Ralph 2 was considered a classic the day it came out. Like,
but Wreck-It Ralph, he a thick boy. He joins the thick boy club.
He a thick boy in a shit film.
Yeah.
Or a mediocre film. I don't like either of them.
Well, see, I haven't seen the second one, but from what I heard, wasn't Wreck-It Ralph 2 literally just the Emoji Movie?
Yeah, same idea.
Oh my god.
Same thing. Oh my god. Essentially.
Fuck that shit.
Fucking, is Meet the Robinsons considered a Disney classic? I feel like that one might be.
But I've never seen that one.
In general?
Yeah. Like, I've never seen it.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I remember seeing...
It's like the only decent film they had around that time. It was either that or Bolt, and no one... Don't watch Bolt.
Hey, Bolt's great. You've got...
What was that laugh?
You're like turning into Goofy.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Goofy's possessing me.
Fucking John Travolta giving the performance of his life as Bolt.
Fucking... I don't know who's in Meet the Robinsons.
I can't remember.
But those people giving the performances of their lives?
Yeah, but they're not John Travolta.
Was he the dog?
I'm nearly... I would like... can I look it up? Because I feel like he was.
Keep the phone away from the mic just in case there's
feedback or anything. But who was the fucking girl? Like, it was
Miley Cyrus, I know that for a fact.
Yeah, it was
Miley Cyrus.
That's why I'm
Who else would
certain.
it be?
Alright, let me just look up all. I'm nearly certain.
It would either be Miley Cyrus or fucking Raven. Be one of them two.
Come on. Yeah, John Travolta. He's Bolt.
What else was he in around that time? Was that during like
2008? Right, I'll just type in John Travolta.
Because he had like a career high, but then like a career low. But now his career low is still low, but it's a different kind of low. It's like a weirder low.
Like somehow he's like got underneath the bedrock low.
Yeah, like there was scraping the bottom of the barrel being in kids' films and shit low, but then there's like going beneath the barrel.
Yo, have you
doing
seen
whatever shit comes your way.
Have you seen the type of shit he's in, like,
Yeah,
recently?
there was that Gotti.
I'm pretty sure he was in a film. It was supposed to be like I can't remember if it was a thriller or a horror, but he played like an autistic person, but it was like the most tone deaf.
Oh, I thought that was Gotti.
No, that's not Gotti.
Oh.
It was the most tone deaf thing.
That's the one I was thinking
ever.
of.
No, Gotti is like, it was like a.
Oh no, that was the mob one.
That was the mob one where it was about the actual mobster Gotti, but the Gotti family got involved with it, so obviously they didn't let them like say anything negative about him. It's also a very bad film.
I didn't know that was like its actual title.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I thought it was like Gotti.
Gotti.
These nuts. Gotti.
Fuck me. I went on
IMDb. It's handier.
No, I got it now.
Right.
Look, it was the first thing that came up, so we're going to 2008.
Alright, so
Do you want to know what he was in 2008?
hold on, I'm going to introduce.
Okay.
This is our new segment of the show, the filmography of John Travolta.
I hope he like sends one of us an email being like, "Don't ever say my name again."
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Yeah.
That's 100% what he sounds
Hey,
like.
I'm George Travolta.
He sounds more like a squeakier Christopher Walken. I'm John Travolta. That's not even. That's just Italian.
It's Beavis the Pap.
Sandy.
No, right. 2008, John Travolta was in Bolt.
Right. I thought that was 2006.
No, that's 2008.
The fuck? What are you looking at? What else was he in? Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
What was he in the year before?
Right, so 2007, he was in Wild Hogs and Hairspray.
I know what one of those things is. What the fuck's Wild Hogs?
It's Wild Hogs is right. It's terrible. I'll show you maybe the poster here, and you'll be like, "Oh, yeah, that one."
No, I've never seen that before.
Right, so it's about a bunch of middle-aged people who like.
Who else is in that?
I can't remember their names.
Tim Allen.
Yeah. It's
Martin
like
Lawrence.
it's mostly a Tim Allen film.
That name's too blurry, so I can't really read that.
But yeah,
Something Macy.
But it's about
Whoa.
a bunch of middle-aged rich people who like want to feel wild again, so they all go on a biking trip because they used to be bikers, and then they get into a fight with a bike gang. It's supposed to be a comedy. It's like the.
Oh, is it?
It's one.
I suppose Tim Allen's in it.
It's like one of the most unfunniest things
Ray
ever.
Liotta's in it. I don't think he does anything good anymore, to be fair.
No. Right.
Who the fuck is William H. Macy?
I don't know.
Oh, William
That
H.
guy.
Macy! The guy from Fargo!
He didn't. He did this.
He did this? Why did he do this?
I don't know. It's not a good
Is
film.
he still alive?
Oh, he has to be. John Travolta's alive.
He hasn't been in a film since 2017. He's 70 though. He's getting up there.
But he's alive. It doesn't say he's
Is
dead.
Tim Allen alive? His full name is Timothy Allen Dick. So,
That suits him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. He's only 67, but he looks way older.
No, way older.
And that's from like 6 years ago.
No.
Filmography. Let's see what he's been in recently.
Did they not do a reboot of his like shitty sitcom show recently?
Did they?
Or was that a couple years ago?
Reno 911.
What the fuck's that?
That's an old comedy. I didn't know that was still going.
Is this still going? Moved him.
Oh, it's a revival of
Oh.
it. No, Reno 911's that comedy with the cops. Do you not mind it?
No.
Oh, well, I remember it being good. Maybe it's not. He was in a film called No Safe Spaces as himself. He was in Ralph Breaks the Internet as Buzz Lightyear. He was in Toy Story 4 as Buzz Lightyear. Man, I didn't like Toy Story 4.
No, it's a direct to DVD. It's weird that was in the cinema.
Back to John Travolta.
Yeah, well, what's the most recent thing John Travolta's done?
Alright, drum roll, please.
That's all.
I'll keep going.
Those hurt my knees.
Right, you do it. I'll do the drum roll.
Okay.
Drum roll.
So his most recent film? Oh, 2019. He was in 3 films. Trading Paint, The Poison Rose, and The Fanatic. I think The Fanatic, that was...
Fanatic's the one where he's the...
autistic.
The guy.
It's so tone deaf. It's so tone
I
deaf.
faintly remember watching the trailer and being like, this can't be real.
But yeah, what about the other... What about TV? What's the last...
My belly hurts now.
Yes, why I didn't want to hit my knees. But you hit your belly, and that's more impressive.
Knees are stronger than belly.
The Poison...
That's a fact.
That is a fact. I bet on belly every time.
No, knees are stronger than belly.
But belly's the underdog. I'm a sucker.
This is why we don't go into business together.
I just keep fucking flushing money down the toilet, being like, it's gotta go somewhere, Cat.
It's gotta go somewhere.
The Poison Rose. That looks shit. I don't know what that's about.
That looks straight up like Poundland. Like, you know the way Poundland have DVDs.
Yeah.
But half the time it's shit you've never heard of.
Yeah.
That looks exactly like.
And then what was
like
the third
DVD from Poundland?
Oh, I passed it. Then Trading Paint. Oh, it must be some car.
That looks like 50 different posters I've seen.
But
that looks exactly like the fucking Death Race 2000 poster.
It does, aye. But no, Trading Paint, what would have been a better movie idea with that title is a sequel to Face Off, but it's about Nicolas Cage and John Travolta crossing paths again, and they have to swap paint. I'd watch it.
This is what the sequel of Face Off should be.
Yeah.
They both transfer their faces. I don't remember at the end. I'm pretty sure one of them dies, doesn't it? Pretty sure Nicolas Cage dies.
Aye, well, he's the bad guy.
Yeah. But
did their faces go back?
We need to watch Face Off again.
I would gladly watch Face Off again.
So the ideal sequel of Face Off is Nicolas Cage's face still exists. So
okay.
He's still around. It's like the mask from The Mask.
Yeah.
And then John Travolta, his face, he still has his face again, right?
Yeah.
But then someone attaches Nicolas Cage's face to a monster truck.
Okay.
And then, no, maybe not a monster truck. We'll start off simple. Sports car.
Sports car. Okay. Oh, simple?
Simple, yeah.
All right.
And then John Travolta's like, right, I have to beat him at his own game.
Yeah.
Because Nicolas Cage is a car now. So he
can't
rips off his face again. So John Travolta rips off his face, ties it to his car, and he's like, right, we're going to have a race. And this is now Face Off Dash Death Race 3000.
But John Travolta's body is still driving the car?
Oh no, his body's like chilling at home.
Oh, it's chilling at home?
Yeah.
Like it's like literally a can of fucking beer, just like...
Yeah, I was just sitting.
That's fine.
Just watching the kids.
His wife walks in and he's just like, hello, honey.
Doing this shit again.
So I thought you were going to say like, Nicolas Cage's face like finds its way to different like bodies and like possesses different people. Like it possesses like a kid.
No, he has a carer.
Yeah.
And he or she's like tying his face onto different vehicles.
But I just think it'd be funny. Oh yeah, I just think it'd be funny to see like Nicolas Cage's face on like a woman's body. Just for like Nicolas Cage's
funny. Yeah.
Ah,
Aye, sure.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't mean it like that.
Sure.
I meant I do not mean it would be funny to see Nicolas Cage dressed up.
I understand you want to see Nicolas Cage with titties. I get it.
Look.
Do not elaborate on that.
I'm not.
Do not try to justify it.
I'm not trying to justify anything. I just
thought... Stop holding up your hands like you're holding Nicolas Cage's titties.
I'm just saying, I think it'd be pretty funny watching his crazy eyes on like a body that's clearly not his.
It'd be funny seeing that on a car. Like, I mean, when he like straps the face on, he's got the eyeballs and everything.
Yeah,
His face moves. on the car.
So his face still moves?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally just his face on a car.
The question is,
like you superimpose his face
on
onto the car.
Oh, superimpose? I thought you meant you literally, like...
No, the plot of the film is they tie his face.
Oh, okay.
But how it moves is like it's got eyeballs and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you superimpose his actual face. Oh, not the skin of his face, but like just take a picture of Nicolas Cage, put it on the front of a car, bing bang, job done.
That's it done. I'm still leaning towards the tits though.
This is why he won't respond to your emails.
Yeah.
When's that court case? When's the restraining order being put in place?
I mean, they already happened, but like, I didn't go.
So it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
You know, you gotta catch me, Nicholas.
You gotta catch me.
But what was the last thing we said about John Travolta?
I don't know. Fuck John Travolta. I don't care.
And that ends the John Travolta section.
I seen him in Grease.
Yo, I loved
Face Off.
I loved Grease. Like when I was a kid.
That's why you're so gay.
It is. It wasn't until like I was
I like
older.
Grease as well.
No, it wasn't until when I was older.
Oh, you realize? Yeah, you realize.
Like, you're like, oh, this is like.
How? Like, yeah, no. When I last saw it, I was like, how am I? I'm surprised I'm not now.
No, I know. Because as a kid, I remember thinking, "Oh, this is so cool," and I thought like the whole car gang was fucking cool. And then you're like, "Oh no, this is really camp," and like
he's dry humping a motor as it gets like lower down.
Yeah, no, like I still like it. I still love it, but how did I miss it?
I think it's more like now that you've seen that, you have an appreciation for camp shit, like the '60s Batman and like the older James Bonds, ignoring like the problematic elements of those
the
films. Live and Let Die, especially watching it now, is just it's straight up James Bond fights black people. Like all the villains are black people. The evil organization's all black. And at first you're like, oh, the Bond girl's black at least. Oh no, she's evil too. Fucking never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. See, it's been so long since I've watched the older ones. That's
there's a scene where this is a Roger Moore one as well, so he's like proper like posh and shit. Yeah. There's a bit where he's literally like walking through the ghetto and has to like kung fu chop these black people trying to mug him. And it's like this is not
maybe a bit racially insensitive.
Even at the time, it's like that's Christ. I think that's one of the hardest to watch ones. In terms of like problematic elements.
Oh yeah.
Not the hardest to sit through for being terrible.
Do you think
that's Thunderball?
Obviously, not even obviously, but like, at what point do you think they noticed? They were like, "Is it just me or is all the bad guys black?"
Probably when fucking like critics and shit like mentioned it after the fact.
No,
they were like, "No, it's."
All the executives and the director were like, "No, it's not. There's we can fix it in post, right?
We can fix it in post.
The movie's out."
Fuck.
Just a fuck.
I don't blame anyone for not liking James Bond.
Yeah.
It's 110% like a nostalgia thing for me now.
Oh, for sure.
But it's like, because I started watching them all a few months ago from the beginning in order.
Yeah.
I've never done that before. But yeah, some of it's like, whew, that's that doesn't fly. That doesn't.
It's like you just want the fun spy stuff.
I want this fun spy stuff. I think I'd really like Kingsman.
Yeah.
But I saw Kingsman 2 first, and that's a bad.
It's left a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, that put me off watching the first one entirely.
Yo, you should eventually at some point watch the first one, but I
plan to for sure. I just need to distance myself from the second one a bit more.
It is super different to James Bond in terms of like the action. The action is way more. You've seen the second one, but it's way more stylized or whatever. But
yeah, I'm all for that. I want goofy spy shit.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I can't remember the director of the film.
Matthew Vaughn.
No, it wasn't the director I'm thinking of. There was a guy who like helped film the stunt. I think he was the cameraman or something like that, but he helped film all the stunt stuff. and he was in talks with the stunt performers to like come up with the routine or whatever and what way he was going to do it. And then he shot a short, or like I think it was like My Hero Academia live action on YouTube. I only know this because I watched Corridor Digital and he came on at one point, and I'll show it to you after this, or maybe a bit of it, because it's super fucking good. It's like live action anime fight scenes, and yeah, it's a bit cheesy or whatever, but like it's super fucking impressive of what they did, because they didn't have a plan. They just went to the park, him and some of his stunt performing friends, and they were
so they didn't like choreograph it before.
No, they were. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying this, that they got there and they knew what they were going to film, but because like I think it was like 3 or 4 stunt people, and they all like do it professionally, and they all know how to choreograph. Just there and then they were like, all right, we'll just do this, and you know,
fuck freestyle.
No, but I mean,
choreography.
I wish I remembered his name, but it's super fucking good. It's like I'd love to see what would happen if you like let him just make a full on action film.
I mean, you're maybe better off getting him in charge of the action than trying to tell a story.
Yeah. But I'd let him do one, see what happens.
Do you know what happens when you get someone that's like primarily producer and special effects person?
Yeah.
You get Transformers. Not the good one. Not that one. The one that's all like, give me your face.
Yeah.
We fucking love the US military.
USA.
USA. USA. USA.
Fucking Optimus like grabs a keg, fucking cracks it open from the bottom, downs it.
USA. USA. I hate those films with the fucking shit. I'll gladly watch a James Bond film, problematic one, and all, but like, I won't watch. I can't watch those films again.
No.
We tried watching the third one not long ago. Like we had the intent of we were going to record a commentary for it like well over a year ago, and then we watched the third one just because it was the only one we had handy, and we just had like we stopped watching it and we're just talking over it because it was that shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember anything that happened in it.
It's because
it's just noise.
It's boring and nothing's really happening, and then sometimes you look at the screen and then something problematic was happening, and then you're like, okay.
That camera's a bit too low down.
A bit low down. No, I've never seen the fourth one, but it's just
I watched the first one, and I was like, I don't really like this. Maybe the second one will be better. And then I watched the second one, and I was like, that one's terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe the third one would be better. And then I watched the third one, and I was like, that's a wee bit better.
But like you weren't.
I think, but it's still shit.
No,
I'm not watching these anymore. And then I stood by that.
No, yeah, the third one,
and then I watched Bumblebee.
Third one, I'm not right. This isn't in defense or praise. The third one is definitely better than the second one, but that's because the second one is so bad. Well,
here, in fairness, like I feel like if we rewatch them, they're probably the exact fucking same.
I mean, no problem was like.
I think the difference is it didn't have the 2 racist robots.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I haven't seen any of the 4 or 5.
Don't.
No, I'm not gonna. But just even this, from the simple fact that like the fourth one, in the film they had to write in a reason why they were allowed to shoot up a miner's like fucking skirt.
That's
You know what I mean? Like what the
That's so
what
fucked.
the fuck?
That's so fucked.
That's
Michael Bay
weird
would
as
you
shit.
stop? I don't even know if it's Michael Bay
Who
doing
knows?
that, or if it's the creepy producer. I think it's both.
I think it's both, but I do think the producer is something.
I remember him hearing about Megan Fox talking about like really creepy directions that Michael Bay was giving her. I feel really bad for her that she A went through that, then B went through the fucking media discourse after the whole thing, after her leaving. She said some anti-Semitic things, but it was more like an offhand bad taste joke.
Yeah, she did. She wasn't actually. It's not as if she was like portraying a belief she had.
No, it was just a bad taste joke. It wasn't like it wasn't abuse
Yeah,
she was getting.
but there's definitely been people that said and done worse and they got away with it. But Megan Fox was just.
Yeah, I think she was leaving anyway. But then she came back. Like, I think she got, like, fuck all film work after that.
No, yeah, like that. She was just shunned out. That was it.
And that's why she came back for,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles film, which was, like, mostly directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not credited as him, but, like...
It's mostly him.
Yeah, apparently he, like, shot good chunks of it.
I could believe that. I can definitely believe that.
It's definitely, like, his film. Like, I try sitting through that. It's 110% a Michael Bay film. Like,
yeah.
It looks exactly like a Michael Bay film. It's scripted exactly like a Michael Bay film. It sounds like a fucking Michael Bay film.
I wish... Right, Bumblebee was great, and I would love...
Because Michael Bay wasn't involved.
No, but I'd love more of it, but it's just so fucking weird that the producer guy's like...
He doesn't want any more Bumblebee. He wants to make Transformers 6.
Yeah, it's like, no, please. People enjoyed this one.
People liked this one.
The reason it didn't do as well is because everybody's so sick of the fucking Michael Bay ones.
If 5 didn't happen, Bumblebee would have made bank.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it still did make bank.
It did. It
wasn't underperformed. Like, it didn't hit the billions mark like the first or the last two did.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're comparing it
But
to.
I mean, like, the last two really burnt people out. Like, I mean...
Yeah, like, from hearing from people that actually like these films,
mm-hmm.
I'm not actually friends with any of them, of course, but...
It's just like spit on them.
Scum.
You ring them every now and again. You still like Transformers, Michael Bay? Yeah, why? You're fucking disgrace.
Yeah, wee bitch boy.
Yeah, wee bitch boy. Stop it! Stop calling me that.
Yeah, bitch boy. Yeah, I forgot where I was going.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, like they didn't even like the fifth one.
Because the fifth one's like a weird...
Fifth one's the worst.
I know it's the worst, but it's like a weird, like...
From what
King Arthur tie-in as well.
Yeah, and they were like, the Autobots were here the whole time. And then the fourth one was like, the Autobots were here the whole time. And then the third one was like, the Autobots were here the whole time. And then the second one was like, the Autobots were here the whole time, but in Egypt.
But then the first one was like, it's the first time, boys.
First time. We have never been to this planet before. Oh, actually, we have many, 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 many times.
Guys.
And we've been there for the fucking Crusades. We've been there for World War II. Yeah. Bumblebee killed Hitler.
Round of applause for the main man.
Even though in the film Bumblebee was like there for not long.
Yeah. Do you think
or whatever?
Do you think they keep forgetting, like the Autobots?
In the film Bumblebee just came to Earth.
Yeah.
In that film, he wasn't there for World War II.
Right, Bumblebee is its own thing. Ignore everything else.
Minus the fact it turned into the Camaro.
No, it didn't. It didn't happen.
I hate it. I didn't like that.
I don't remember. It didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Okay, fair enough.
But no, do you think the Autobots in the Bay universe just keep forgetting that they've came to Earth before? So at the end of every film, Optimus is like, right, lads, back on the battle bus. We didn't mean to come back.
Where are we dropping, boys? Their mate transforms into the battle bus. Fucking, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it was something to do with that.
Battle bus?
No. I don't remember.
Yeah, but I'd be fucking... It'd be sick if they continued with Bumblebee and just kept...
Yeah, Bumblebee was the first in a new series.
Yeah, like, even just leave it in the 80s. Just...
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
I'd be fine with it.
Just undo that wee bit at the ending with the Camaro.
Oh yeah, that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Like, if you did a sequel, Bumblebee would just be a beetle again.
Yeah, keep him the bug.
Yeah. You can maybe give him, if you want to, like, change it up for toys, give him a new paint job.
They will do that regardless.
I know, but I mean, at the very least, if they were like, oh, but we need a new car for toys. No, you don't. Just put a black stripe on him.
Job done.
There you go.
Fucking, do you mind Michael Bay was like, oh, Bumblebee will never be a beetle.
Yes.
Beetles are stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Why would he be a beetle? Well, fuck you.
Michael Bay. Fuck you, Michael Bay.
And then one of the producers, I don't think it was Michael Bay that said this, but the producers was like, oh yeah, we haven't done Unicron because I fucking hate Unicron. I hate the idea of Unicron, and it's like,
oh my god,
that's what you should make it.
like,
that's the only thing we want to see on the
Yeah.
big screen. I want to see a big fucking planet-sized
yeah,
Transformer,
but
but one that doesn't look like a heap of shit.
no, but it's like he's the equivalent of like fucking Galactus.
He's better than Galactus.
No, he's better than Galactus, but it's weird. It's just weird, because what else do the Autobots really have in terms of like bad guys? Because you have Megatron and the Decepticons, and then you have Unicron, and is there more? And I just don't know.
In the comics, there's Unicron like cults.
Oh fuck, that'd be tight.
They're like they're neither Autobot or Decepticons,
Yeah.
but they're like all hail Unicron, and like they're like see it as like an apocalyptic figure,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, you will kill us and bring us to the
USA.
promised land.
USA.
USA.
But
I just want to see that in live action because it would be fucking
That'd be
like
sick.
if you do it right,
That'd
it would
be
be fucking
fucking-
terrifying.
that'd be fucking brilliant.
It'd be terrifying.
Have the Autobots crash through Unicron's eye and fuck up his metal brain.
I mean, that would be cool, but I just mean like seeing some like I can't even like imagine what that would look like in a cartoon shit. Yeah, but like
yeah.
in a realistic setting, something of that size.
Yeah.
Like I can't
What do you do?
like. How would that, for starters, how would that look? Would it just be like if you're in like America, you see his head or something, but then if you're in like China, you see his like knee?
Look, if you're doing it in live action and he was getting closer to the Earth,
Sorry, I had to move squeaky chair.
you
Go
move
on.
you move again, you lose your chair rights.
My butt's sore.
You will lose your chair rights.
Okay.
But no, if you were doing a live action, would it be too much, or would it be? I think it'd be better because you could do a lot of like what's the word I'm looking for? Environmental damage to the Earth, because whenever Unicron's getting bigger, because he's so big, he would clearly be fucking up the gravitational pull around Earth. So like tsunamis and fucking earthquakes and shit would be happening at the same time.
Just give me Unicron. Give me the big boy.
Give me the big boy.
The biggest boy. Resurrect Orson Welles. Get him to voice him again.
Oh my god, that'd be weird.
Resurrect him and make sure he's drunk as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Just
I don't
force feed him wine.
I don't want a sober word out of his mouth.
Do you remember the wine commercial? It was like, wow, the wine is from the pour my soul, and then points at the bottle.
How long was it they were doing that? And then when it came to the actual ad, they just cut to him with the wine, like.
Yeah, they got him to like narrate it separately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful disaster. That's one of those disasters that's just like, mwah.
Yeah.
Like, thank fuck that someone saved that.
I kind of wish that like they took that 15-minute outtake clip and just uploaded. Opposite upload. They just broadcasted it as the fucking ad.
That would have been perfect.
That would have been brilliant.
So good, not even Orson Welles can stay sober.
No.
They should, like, if that company's still about today,
Yeah.
they should do that.
I mean, it's a bit disrespectful.
It's not. Is
Okay.
it?
I don't know. If you say it's not, I'm okay with it. Well, I mean,
I guess it kind of is.
I mean, for the family, you know.
But Orson was drunk as fuck
That is true.
the whole time.
You can't. Act
Jabba
as
the Hutt from Star Wars is based on Orson Welles. I don't know if that's true. I just made that up.
I know. I'm gonna go with that as fact for now on.
I'm remembering the story of Alejandro Jodorowsky.
Yeah.
Approaching him to be in June, and it was literally like he was surrounded by like he was just surrounded by like big like feasts of like food for himself,
Yeah.
and like wine and shit, and he was like, "You want me? You have to." I'm Orson fucking Welles. Like, what have you got to pay me? Like, to offer me to be in this film? And
Yeah.
Jodorowsky was like, I'm gonna give you a fuckload of wine, and he's like, fucking sold.
Do you wonder?
But I think he was surrounded by like models as well.
Oh, probably. I mean,
But like
Orson Welles.
just big, large Orson Welles. Like I give you the image of a big, large,
thick boy,
giant slug man surrounded by the image is automatically Jabba the Hutt.
Oh yeah, Jabba. You could describe them both in a very like casual sense that you wouldn't know which one you're talking about.
I feel bad now. That was pretty fatphobic of me. That's not a bit. I feel bad now.
No.
I'm like, if I haven't cut that out, it's because it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
It's the only way I'll learn if it's like already out there. It's like I can't hide that.
But it's just a joke. It's not an excuse.
Not an excuse.
Not an excuse, but you know what I mean. I want to do like a fucking 2-second meme clip where someone's like, "Want a beer?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And he takes the bottle and just cracks it with his fucking ass, and then he's like, "There you go."
Is this an ad for like a brewery? A beer
It
company?
could be whatever you. It could be
Or
whatever
for a
you want.
gym?
It could be anything you want. Just
Pure gym. Find new ways to crack one open with the boys.
buns of steel. Make sure your ass is so tight you can unscrew anything. And then then after it's someone with a champagne bottle, looking at it with their ass, but then like it accidentally fires, and they're like, "Ooh!"
Ooh. Comes out their mouth.
But I was gonna. Oh yeah, June. Could you imagine what that film would have looked like if it came out? Like if say they finished the project.
I don't even like. Even if they had all the money in the world,
Yeah.
I don't understand how they would have done the things they were gonna do.
Yeah, that's why it's like it would have been interesting. Isn't there a documentary on it?
Yeah, it's really good.
I need to watch it.
I think it's just called Hodorowski's Dune.
He must have been really well. No, I don't actually know the story. Was he annoyed when I was like cancelled or?
Oh yeah, I think that was the film that like he stopped making films for years until like 2011.
Yeah.
What was that called? Endless Poetry, I think it was called. He came back to it, and I think it's like part of a trilogy. I think there's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's at least 2 of them. I know that much. But yeah, no, he's back now. But like for the longest time, he was away after.
He was salty.
That. I mean, yeah.
No, you would be.
Watch the documentary and you'll see. Like,
okay, I'll watch it. It's weird, isn't it? They are coming out with the June film at some point. Like I feel like I heard they're like making one at the minute.
It's shot.
Oh, it's shot.
Do you not remember that picture of what's his name? Oscar Isaac with the beard and all.
Oh shit!
And everyone was like, "Yeah, that was from June."
Oh, okay. I forgot. But I can imagine it more so now just because of technology. But I feel like it would have been more interesting to see what it would have looked like back then.
Here's the thing: the Hodorowski one wasn't really following the book at all. It was doing its own thing pretty much.
But
so I feel like if you're a big fan of the book, you wouldn't have liked that one. You wouldn't have liked that one. You wouldn't have liked the David Lynch one either.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm still more interested in his one just because of the fucking limitations back then. What would that final project look like?
Do you ever see the because H.R. Geiger?
Either.
One or the other. We'll swap back and forth.
Geiger.
But he did the concept art for it, and it's fucking.
I seen some of it, and it was like insane.
It's mad. There was like the big fucking, what was it, like a skull train, or was it like a skull castle or some shit?
Like. But see, that's what I mean. I feel like you're doing it now. Like I am somewhat interested, and like.
I want to read the. I think I will read the book.
Read the book first. Well, no, I'm definitely interested in the film, but I'm just not as.
How long's the book?
I think it's big.
Is it big?
I feel like it's big.
Like, are we talking? Are we talking Goblet of Fire big, or are we talking Deadly Hollows?
I have no idea. I couldn't. I don't know, but like I just.
You've seen the size of the Harry Potter books, right? They get bigger as they go on.
They get bigger. Yeah. I don't know, but I just know from. No, I have a gut.
Fuck J.K. Rowling.
I have a gut feeling. Also, yeah, fuck J.K. Rowling in case I'm not also included in that. I have a feeling though that the Dune book's big. I just have.
I know it's a series.
Yeah. But no, yeah, but I mean, the visual effects back then would have been interesting compared to the visual effects now, because now it's like, you know, like you'd expect them to be able to pull it off. Not taking anything away from that. I'm not trying to belittle it.
That version, yes, but like if you've seen the pictures of the one coming out, it's very bland.
Oh, I haven't seen the pictures.
It's no color.
Ah,
Kind
fuck
of
that.
bland.
Give me
I feel like that's the way it's supposed to be, but like.
No, from the concept I saw of the other one, it was like fucking cosmic rainbow shit.
I haven't seen it, but I'm wondering how bad the David Lynch tune is.
I've never seen it.
Like I'm curious. Like I want to watch that before I read the book or anything, because I'm like, if I don't go in with any other than knowing it's like that shit that he took his name off it.
Yeah. That's mad.
Yeah. Like, if I come in with, like, no other sort of preconceived ideas of what it is, then maybe I'll like it.
Maybe
it won't be that terrible. Maybe for a David Lynch thing. Maybe, because David Lynch he's very, artsy farts.
Did you watch his Netflix short film?
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
It's definitely out there. Nothing really weird happens, but it's like 15 or 20 minutes long, and it's really nonsensical, so it's hard to follow.
Yeah, see, I watched the last season of Twin Peaks.
Mm-hmm.
Twin Peaks: The Return. The ending of that, like, you'll get because I am fairly open-minded with films and all. I love things that are open for interpretation and all that. But the way David Lynch does it, he gives you very little to work with, for starters, to the point where it's like, you'll see people praise it and all, but then it's like, are you even saying anything? I think you're, like, I didn't feel this when watching Twin Peaks, like the original show or the film.
Yeah.
But watching The Return, like, towards the end, I was just like, you're not saying anything. You don't know where this is going, do you? You're just making shit up. Like, that's what it felt like.
Probably. But see, with The Returns, did he intend in doing like so many seasons? Like, do you think he did? How many seasons is The Return?
1.
Oh, 1? I thought it was multiple.
No, it's 1.
Then what's the point of bringing it back?
Because there's a lot of unanswered shit.
Oh. But then you just kind of...
Twin Peaks ends on a big cliffhanger, and then the movie takes place before the series, but it, like, sows seeds for, like, more story, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
So The Return follows up on both the film and the show.
Okay, no, that's... Alright. I've not seen any of it, so I don't know.
Oh, so good. Well, season and a half is really good.
Yeah.
When David Lynch leaves, it got bad. Real bad. But yeah, I don't know what to think about season 3. Twin Peaks. Well, I really can't say anything because I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, really?
Because there's a lot to talk about.
My favorite part was the alligator.
I'm trying to think. Was there an alligator bit?
Yeah, there's a big alligator.
Here, you might be joking, but at the same time, there very well could have been.
Well, then I don't know, because again, I've never seen it, so I don't know how weird the show is. All I know is people say that it's weird, and I'm like, all right.
Season 3 is as weird as it gets.
Yeah. It's
barely Twin Peaks.
Oh, serious?
Like, I feel like it's... I do like this aspect where it's like... It's sort of like anti-nostalgia, if you know what I mean. Like, it's deliberately not giving you what you want in terms of, like, what you want to see or hear followed up on. Like, because there's the very end of season 2, like, that event's not really elaborated on. And it's like, what the fuck happened? Like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Because I understand what's happening there. There's one part that gets under my skin. It's to do with one character. And then it turns out everything that character is experiencing isn't real. And, like, they wake up in a white room. For, like, a very split second, you see them wake up in a white room. Never comes back to that. And I'm like, so that character isn't about... Are they dead? What was that? Like, it would have been better if they had just said that character died in between seasons. and they didn't show up, like, it would have made more sense. If you know what I mean.
Well,
if you understand what I'm trying to say.
No, I understand what you're saying. But, I don't know.
And it's one of my favourite characters as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, I was really, like, that really annoyed me. I was like, what are you, like, alright, even if that character is, like, alive,
yeah,
and is in, like, a coma, or, like, a mental hospital or some shit, like, what are you trying to say with that? Like, what's the point?
I don't know. Maybe he was just like, I like this character too, and I don't want him to be dead.
See, there's the writer, because Twin Peaks is written by David Lynch and I forget the other guy's name. I feel bad now. But there's a novel that basically explains shit that happened in between.
Yeah.
The Return and the original series. It's called The Final Dossier. So this is official. This is from the writer.
Yeah.
And I think David Lynch was trying to keep things vague and shit, but then the book actually
kind of ties it up, links it up.
Kind of ties it up. Explains that character. Oh yeah, there's a big fucking thing to do with that character in season 3 that's just not explained unless you read that book.
I hate shit like that. I hate when
that book is very important.
I hate when stuff does that, when it's like there's a gap in between, and then it's like you have to read this to understand the rest of this. And it's like, no, I don't want to read it.
It's actually very important to understand what the fuck is happening there.
I'll maybe look at a summary if I ever watch Twin Peaks.
That's all I've done.
Yeah.
You don't have to read the full book.
No.
You know what? That's I have a lot of issues with season 3 of Twin Peaks. There's rumors of it coming back, and I'm like, I don't want it to.
I mean,
because it's just gonna. Because the ending of this season was worse than the cliffhanger ending of.
Oh, then no, stop! Don't.
When it was originally cancelled.
Stop! Don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's another season, it's just going to end even worse.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
But even at that, it's not going
to... Like, I understand not giving me clues. Because I see there's a few, like... Because Twin Peaks is, like, at least the first 2 seasons are soap opera parodies.
Yeah.
Essentially. So there's, like, a lot of plot threads, and all these plot threads have cliffhangers.
Yeah.
The very last scene in Twin Peaks, I'm fine with that being the ending.
Yeah.
I think it's a very creepy... and open for is like, do you remember the end of Twin Peaks? Or not Twin Peaks. Stranger Things, the first season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
With
Will. Is it Will?
Yeah, Will. And then you see like flashes of the, like that's sort of how the Twin Peaks ends, and it's like you should have kept it that way.
Yeah.
Like have the book explain what happened after like those plot threads.
Yeah.
But have that still be the end.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even if Stranger Things ended like that, that's a fucking sick ass ending.
That's what I've been saying since I've seen it. I've been like, they should not have done a season 2 or season 3.
I can't even remember season 2. And the only reason I remember season 3 was because
I barely remember season 2 as well.
No, but
it's the same thing.
Yeah, it was the same thing. But season 3 I remember more because it just turned into
a big cartoon.
It just turned into a cartoon.
It was different enough.
But it's like
I don't want a season 4.
I don't want season 4.
They had a trailer, man, the teaser trailer for it, and you see Hopper, and it's like, oh, he's alive, and it's like, well, I said, remember?
Yeah, you said from the start.
I said, no body, no death.
Yeah.
But then it's like immediately you show that, and it's like surely you would have wanted to save that for the actual show.
Even pretend.
Pretend no one knows.
Yeah. Fucking talking about like.
I don't even think I'll watch it, to be honest.
Depending.
Like I have nothing else to watch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If depending on what else I'm watching or doing at the time, I'll see it.
Maybe, but then I've got like a mountain of other things I need to watch. I still need to watch all of Buffy. I don't need to, but I want to.
Though you need to, there's a gun to your head.
There's a gun to my head. I need to watch Buffy.
No, I've seen random episodes with Sean. It's fun. It's really fun.
It feels like one of those shows that's easier to watch like that, if you know what I mean, like on TV, watching repeats, than sticking in a DVD and watch it. Because
for sure,
even then the ones on TV are
the bad ones.
Yeah,
I feel
like you wouldn't care if you haven't seen it. But
I definitely couldn't. I don't think it's a show you can binge watch. You can maybe watch
No,
one a
because of
day.
how episodic it is. No, that's how I was watching it. I've watched the first like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
And then never got back to it.
But,
But that's what I mean. Like, it's a pain in the ass to put in a DVD for one episode of a TV show.
No, it's not worth it. Like, but no, in terms of like talking about deaths in TV and stuff, I haven't watched the latest season of Better Call Saul.
Oh,
But
have you not?
No, I haven't. Because it was coming out.
Oh, that's right. You were in Canada.
I was in Canada.
Yeah,
it was coming
wasn't
out
on
weekly
Netflix.
over here, and it wasn't out in Canada. And now that I'm back here, it's all there, and it's all like if I'd watched it when it was coming out, I would have been more enticed to watch it. But I just haven't got around to it yet. I think I'm gonna start watching it soon because I just finished Avatar. So I'm like finished one series, so I'll jump onto a different.
That's fair.
But no, yeah. In season when did Charlie die? Was it he died at the end of season?
Chuck.
Didn't-
Season 3.
Yeah.
Season 3 did.
I remember that the last episode, the house is on fire, and being like, "What the fuck? Is he alive?
Oh yeah.
Is he alive?
They left it ambiguous as to whether or not
Is he
dead, and
because
then
you don't see him burn or collapse.
like, that's a cliffhanger. You
Yeah.
just see the house catch fire.
And then the trailer for season 4.
Not even the trailer, the fucking interview before. Like, there was an interview like after
Yeah.
season 3 was done, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Chuck's dead," and it's like, then why make it so fucking ambiguous? I mean, I guess it's not really ambiguous, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's like, well, it's a TV show. This could
Like,
go either
anything
way.
could happen. But like, yeah, because like I remember whenever
I thought it was going to be he burns down the house and then he's going to blame it on Jimmy or some shit.
something like that. Because like I don't know, I just couldn't believe that Chuck died.
Or his brain turns to fucking like he goes full nutcase,
Yeah.
and then he has to be like,
But it's insane that
what's the word I'm looking for? Put in an asylum.
it's insane that the fucking executives, they spoiled the show. They spoiled that. Like,
We probably shouldn't have said that. That's probably a big spoiler. If anyone watching this hasn't got around to Better Call Saul. It's
yeah.
first 3 seasons are really good. Season 4 is okay. Season 5's back on track.
Oh, okay. Right, no, I'm excited to watch season 5 then.
Season 4, I think it was just too rushed. Like, everything was like, because the show before then takes place over the course of like 3-4 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like a month a season even.
Yeah.
But then season 4 was like a full year, so it just sped through shit.
Yeah.
So it like rushed through character development and all, and I didn't like that.
Do you think it also helped that they somewhat took a break from Better Call Saul to do the Breaking Bad?
No,
film?
because I didn't realize this, but Better Call Saul is actually mostly Peter Gould.
Oh, really?
Peter Gould, however you say that. Yeah, the
Yeah.
co-writer. He's the director for most of Better Call Saul, and then Vince Gilligan was off doing the movie.
Oh, okay.
So the Better Call Saul never actually stopped. There was like a pause maybe,
Yeah.
but then there wasn't that much of a break.
Yeah. No.
It's turned into Breaking Bad now, but it kind of
kinda
had to
had
be.
to.
It had to.
Eventually, it was going down that route.
But I not gonna lie, I prefer the first 3 seasons. Just when it was like
The lawyer shit.
the little Irish shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's still that there, but then at least in the first half of season 5, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then it turns into gangster shit halfway through, and it's like, I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, it's kind of like.
and the introduction to that villain, remember from the end of season 4, the Mexican boy.
Oh yeah.
He's like the main villain for the season, and it's like, I mean, I don't like that they introduced a new villain this late, because it's like, you're just gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
You're not in Breaking Bad, so we know you're not gonna be there.
Yeah, you're dead. Like. No, like it was a net. It was a.
Then again, I remember. I remember watching a clip from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
You know the bit where they first meet, Saul, and they bring him out to the desert.
Yeah.
He mentions the villain from.
Oh.
The new villain.
Yeah.
So maybe it's set up then. I just remembered that there now.
Oh, okay.
But
it's like
whatever.
It's yeah. Inevitably, it had to like go down that path. You know.
See, that's the thing that bothers me, because it felt like Better Call Saul, like Breaking Bad, has attracted the wrong audience.
Oh my god!
That completely miss what it's trying to say.
Walter White's actually like the good guy.
Skyler's a bitch.
Skyler's. What's her problem?
Fairness, I thought that too when I first watched the show, but then rewatching it, I'm like, everything she does is completely fucking justified.
Yeah. 100%. Walter's a controlling, manipulative cunt.
Oh, he is a monster.
Yeah.
Like but he's supposed to be a monster.
Yeah, that's
You're
the point.
supposed to hit him by the end of it.
But everyone was just like, "Oh, poor wee baby Walter."
No, you're.
Oh, but look at his cute wee shiny old head.
No.
No.
The man deserved everything that was coming to him.
Yeah.
100%.
But Skyler cheated on him. Yeah.
Because he wouldn't leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah, like.
She wanted a divorce. He wouldn't take the hint. So fucking.
You know.
What else was she gonna do?
No, he's a cunt.
Yeah, like there's nothing like that in Better Call Saul. Like, well, there wasn't at the start. Now it is like very. You know, Jimmy McGill is now very shitty.
Yeah.
You know, but like I feel like it's harder to fuck up that interpretation.
Yeah.
Like it's harder to misinterpret what it's trying to do.
But even at that, I feel like a lot of the people who were like who got the wrong impression of Breaking Bad, I feel like they didn't like.
Yeah, they didn't like
Better Call Saul.
Didn't seem to like Better Call Saul.
So a lot of people just kind of.
It was too slow and all that. And I was like, that's what I like.
Yeah.
They probably jumped on now though.
Do you think?
Probably, yeah.
I
say they jumped on as soon as Gus.
Oh, maybe
was brought in.
Well, it could have been. I just feel like I don't think all of them though. I would imagine a good chunk still just being like.
It's not as good. They probably all hated El Camino then, because that was more Better Call Saul than it was Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah. El Camino was
pretty good.
Pretty good. It was
solid.
It felt more like a good long episode.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That and it didn't.
It was 100% like an anniversary special thing.
Oh yeah.
Like a reunion thing.
That and it didn't feel as if it really needed to happen.
No, it didn't.
Because like, it was everything that happened in it was
it just gave Jesse a happier ending.
Yeah.
But then it.
Well, no, it was just more so that like he got away, which we already kind of knew. Yeah, like it's implied that he got away, but just the film just shows you what he did.
It was nice seeing like Badger and Skinny Pete again though.
Oh my god, yeah! Like I'm glad it happened, and I'm happy to have seen it.
Yeah. It's not mandatory viewing though.
No, if you really don't want to watch it, you don't have to.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Mhm.
I don't know what I think I was just expecting it to be a bit more.
Same.
But then I'm like, what was I expecting? I suppose I wasn't expecting most of it to be flashback.
Yeah.
I think from the trailers it was more man on the run being hunted down sort of thing, and that wasn't really that.
Like it was a little bit, but not
at the very start. But then it wasn't. And like El Camino goes away like within the first 10
Why
minutes.
the fuck was it called El Camino?
Yeah, I thought the El Camino was gonna be like
his getaway car. Yeah. Is like
he's gonna have it by the end of the film. Like it's pretty pristine at the start of the film, and then by the end of it, it's battered to shit.
Like, do you think if they ended it with Jesse either being arrested or dying, would that have been bad? Do you think Jesse deserved a good ending?
Jesse fucking deserved a good ending.
Yeah,
he's the good character in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like the idea is that you think he's the bad one and Walter White's the good character, and then it's not that. Like that's the point of that.
Yeah. I'm just asking.
No, I'm just saying that a lot of people seem to fucking miss that.
Oh yeah, I feel like people write him off because they're like, they have a.
If the character is if your protagonist happens to be the villain, it seems like a lot of people can't comprehend that.
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, Tony Montana in Scarface was a cunt.
No, but it's the same with like in terms of Like
the ending of Scarface is actually a kind of a happy ending.
It's what he deserved.
Yeah.
But no, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. A lot of people watch that. Well, especially with the early seasons, but they don't understand their shitty behavior and the shitty things that they do. They're bad people, but then a lot of people watch it as if like, haha.
I know what you're trying to say.
I don't know. Word better for me, please.
They don't understand that the characters are the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
Like they're making fun of people like that.
You're laughing at the characters.
Yeah,
you're not laughing with the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Shit like that goes all the way back to like the 90s though, like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
You know, like
people were like, oh,
a lot of controversy around that. Though it was more like parents assuming people were laughing at it for like, haha, Beavis set a frog on fire. Ha, it's funny.
Yeah.
We should go set frogs on fire. They think it's like that, but it's not. It's funny because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
God, we're really up our own holes.
Yeah.
That's why we started a podcast. Tune in next week for Michael's live circumcision.
What?
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get the dullest knife we can. It'll be a butter knife.
Okay. We'll cut that shit faster than a rabbi cuts a penis.
You already used that. You already said that
Did
last
I?
week. Yeah.
I thought
It made less sense here somehow.
cut that shit faster than a rabbi cuts a penis.
Don't worry. No, I'm gonna I'm gonna cut your funding.
Wait, I'm supposed to get paid? Like,
you didn't know?
What?
I feel like this is where we should stop.
Yeah, just stop.
It's getting bad.
I
think that's going to be the running theme now. It starts bad, gets a bit okay in the middle, and then it gets bad.
Because it's like, how do you stop?
How do you stop?
I want to get... No, I'm not going to tell you. I now have a second idea for a joke that I want to do.
Keep it to yourself and just save it until time arises.
Yeah.
Think of any advice you want to give people? Cut your fingernails before you shove it up your hole. Goodbye.